Hello again. The other thing that I really wanted to talk to you about was time. I got realizing something very unique about this trip with you being gone and everything. I got realizing that time is something that I'm not really concerned about anymore. Before, I was worried about like my time with you and how much I had of it, but I'm really not anymore. And it's such an awesome feeling. It's like the definition of the difference between goodbye and I'll see you in a bit. Like it's really cool, and I've never felt that before when you've left. I've always felt like, this could be goodbye, and I should act like it's still, goodbye. I shouldn't ever take you for granted. But it's cool that I'm not really obsessively concerning about it. So yeah, I feel really free about it, and also, open and willing. So that's good. Once more, I wanted to tell you that I love you. I really do. I really, really love you. And that's how I can do this. I can do this all because I love you. And I'm afraid that I've kind of slipped into an irreversible spot. And this is a danger zone for me, John. My heart has so many little red alarms going off around it. And I'm telling you now, as a warning, not a threat, that I can't get hurt at this point. I really can't. You can't hurt me. I'm not trying to be threatening. I'm not giving you like forever as a promise. I'm just telling you now that things are whoa. I'm just telling you now that things are irreversible for me, and if you hurt me, I can very easily shell up. And I don't want to do that. I want to be open with you. So it'll take a while to get back to where we are or were if something was ever to happen. Like during this stage. You need to watch it, especially now. And it should only last for a little while. I mean, at the most, probably a couple weeks. Like, it's not that bad. But it's just, there's these different levels of me growing more passionate with how I love you and how much I love you. And while it never completely reaches a final destination, it gets more vulnerable every time, as I imagine you can imagine. And, this is obviously a very important stage. And I feel bad giving you this warning because the last time I did something like this, you ended up telling me that thing about you being competitive and selfish, and I reacted very poorly to that. If you told me something like, the competitive thing now, I'd be alright with it. I really would. I think I could handle it. You could really tell me anything, absolutely anything. Except if you were deliberately hurtful to me. Like if you purposely said something that you knew would hurt me. I would be crushed. But it's cool because I'm feeling this growth through our relationship in me. And we just have to be careful because growth often leads to, growing pains. So yes, I love you. And that's to answer anyone's question. If anyone asked me if I loved you, I would say yes, I love you. Did you know that there was a point in the beginning of our relationship where you asked me if Graham showed up at my doorway asking for me back? Would I take him back? I used to be really hesitant answering that question because I didn't really know the answer. And I didn't want to lie to you. I wanted to be very truthful, but I didn't want to be hurtful at the same time. And I didn't know the answer then, but I do now. And it's no. It's no for anyone. Anyone. It's what I told you in that one video about, the me waking up and the line of guys, every guy in the world, past, present, future, standing in a row. And they line up and I walk down the row. And the thing is, it's like there's probably guys in that row that I could get perfectly fine along with, I'd be fine with them. But the thing is I walk down the entire row and I see you. You. Like, no one else, just you. And I step in front of you, and I see you, and I choose you. And that's because I love you. And the thing about love is it's not always that gushy feeling. It's not always like the butterflies and the skips of the heartbeat. It's the commitment and the power and what is truly behind the scenes of the relationship. It's the foundation and what we work towards. It's how we feel in the long run and not just in the moment. It's not the arguments, it's the way that we've learned from them and learned from each of our mistakes. I think that's one of the things that really hinders couples is they figure, if we argue, then we're not meant to be. And the thing is like, I often find that it's like an argument's like a storm, and then there's always the rainbow after the storm. And that's where, you reach that new level of growth and that new level of being and the new way to love them. And it's the backbone on what we stand on. And that's what I think love is. And I love you because I know our foundation is solid. And I know that I trust you. I trust you with so much. I trust you with everything. And I know I care about you. And I know I'm crazy about you. Even when it seems like I'm not. I really am. I really do love you. And I choose you because love is a choice. And you are my choice. You are my love. There's going to be times, especially, in the future, when we have a problem and it might seem like it's a point where there's no going back. There's no solution. There's no, result, end of the problem. But there is. And we will reach that. We'll be able to reach that together. And we will discover once again that, love it's the connection. It's the commitment. It's the choice. And every day we have to make that choice over and over again. We can't lose sight of that, ever. We can't just be like, yep, I just give up today. It's not that at all. We have to choose to make probably a really hard decision on some days. Some days it might be really easy, but some days it might be really hard. And we just have to make that decision over and over and over again. And we have to be happy with each other, now as we will in the future. I often think about how I hope that today is the day that I love you the least. Because I just want to grow. I'm so interested in growing as a person and in a relationship with you. I think that's wonderful. I want to be a vine. I just want to cover everything that's around us. I just want to engulf ourselves in the world around us. I want to take advantage of everything. So, about the letter. I've been looking forward to this for a while. The last letter was pretty exciting. And, we were on the phone when I read it, so I figured it would be kind of appropriate if I read it with you on the video. And I'm probably actually going to have to stop the video and then start another one, so you're going to have to bear with me here. But, yep, bleeding some more. Okay, well, I'll start the other video.